beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cole. I love beauty, makeup and colour. If you are new here, I'd love it if you did hit the subscribe button. You have stumbled across the first instalment of Cole's Christmas Countdown. We're going to be posting every day until Christmas Day. Today we are drinking a mocha. And we are going to be trying out the new Oden's Eye Christmas collection. Somehow, mocha really gets every bit of my beverage goblin. Just very happy. It's like hydration, caffeination, and fun all in one. But today we're going to be trying out the two new festive palettes from Oden's Eye. If you want to see me use the Hey Reindeer and the Snow Dreams palette, I'm going to link those below. I did videos with those last year. If you also want to see me use the Merry Christmas and the Christmas Eve palette, I will also link those below. But the first one we've got is Silvery Bells. I'm going to insert some swatches here because I have filmed those already. This one is a beautiful kind of deep festive colour story. I really like this one. It's a little bit different to all the ones before. And then Rosy Jingle, I was really excited about. Not as excited now I've swatched it. I don't know whether the quality of this one is the same kind of Oden's Eye quality we're used to dealing with. But this is a really pretty pastel palette. I was really excited about this one because it's a very me palette, but I'll let you decide from the swatches yourselves. I'm going to give it a chance, obviously, on the eyes, but we'll see. We did also get a very cute little festive hand mirror, which is going to be heavily featured in these videos. So I'm going to start off, I think we're going to do Rosy Jingle first, because it was initially the one I was most excited about. We're going to do NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer Potion, which, if you aren't new here, is in my project pan. You know this. I still haven't taken the stopper out. Will I ever? Probably. But I'm going to make my life really difficult before I do that. So we're just going to pop this on. Actually, because obviously I've been finishing off my eye primers in my project pan, I've literally only got a tiny bit of the Too Faced one left as well, which is going to go in the project pan next. And Sephora, when I ordered my mum's and my sister-in-law's Christmas present, had a Monday primer potion on half price. So I was like, do you know what? We're going to go back to our roots. We're going to see if it's still as good as it once was. Right, okie dokie. I want to start, obviously we're going to do the pinks, so I think I'm going to start here with the shade Rosy Jingle. I'm going to go on a very small fluffy brush. This is Lorac LP16. And I don't, how are we going to do this? Let's do with this one, because I really want to test out these pastels and see if they kind of stand up better than the swatches did. Obviously we've moved across the living room so I can sit with the Christmas tree behind me for this month, but I was a bit worried like that angle wouldn't work because the swatches look so rubbish. But then we did all the rest of the swatches for all the other videos I'm filming today, and I was like, it's not the angle or the light, it's the palette. I mean, this shade is incredible, very, very bright, very vibrant. It seems to be blending quite well. There isn't any patchiness, so I like this shade, but let's try something else. We're going to go in with another small brush. This is a Made by Mitchell ME10. These are, well, they're not clean, but I have wiped them off. And I think we're going to go in, we're going to try this one. This is Pink Dream, which is here. I think I was really kind of gutted that the shimmers weren't more intense in this one because they look absolutely beautiful. I am going to use the kind of marbled shade called Celebration Heart. as that one for me really like was the most outstanding shimmer. The shade's okay, there's not a whole lot of pigment to it. We're going to try Sweet Moments, which is the like medium pink in the palette, and see. I just want a bit of like a transition. And that Pink Dream shade just isn't giving me enough colour to kind of work as the transition. It's okay. They're not by any means the best pastel eyeshadows I've ever used, but they're okay. I did find when I swatched them, this shade here, Toffeef, did not swatch well at all. So I do want to try and incorporate that a little bit just to see how it goes on the eyes. I think what I'm going to do is take a little angled brush, just wipe that off. This is a ME6. And we're going to try and do like a bit of a liner. This almost feels like it's got hard pan, but obviously I've not even touched it. Like it's just not giving a lot. It's not giving a lot. I'm just going to smoke this on the lower lash line just to add some depth to this look. To be fair, that is working better than I thought it was going to. Is it the best, like, warm brown I've ever used? No, but it's fine. We're just going to go in again with Rosy Jingle, and I'm going to start building up the outer corner. I just think with this Toffeef shade, it's such a shame, like, that is the darkest shade in the palette, and I think if you're only going to put one kind of darkening, deepening shade in apart from the pink, it's got to be that incredible quality really for me. But what do I know? Right, we're going to go in with a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to go back in with that Sweet Moment shade, which is that like medium pink. I just feel like this is it's not buffed enough. It's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it. I think I was really worried when I did the swatches because I was like, this is not good, but it's okay. Right, we're going to go in with a P. Louise C2, which I think was from their like cut crease bundle, I want to say. And I think for the middle of the lid, I'm going to do Celebration Heart. And then I think we're going to do New Year's Wishes on the inner corner so I can blend it out with this Joyful shade, which I really like the look of. I think sometimes for me, this is why I personally like to swatch my palettes after I've used them, because I think I've sort of gone into this a little bit biased. And it definitely is not as lackluster as it's swatched. This shade is beautiful. This is Celebration Heart. The only thing with these kind of marble shades is I feel like they're not consistent. Like you don't know what you're going to get every time because it's that kind of marbled formula. So, you know, and then we're going to use New Year's Wishes. This didn't swatch amazingly. I'm hoping it's better on the lid. It does have a really pretty reflect to it. Is this a finger shadow maybe? I think that is one of the problems I have with Oden's Eye shimmer formula. A lot of these shadows are like finger required shadows. And from my point of view, having talons, while I can press something perfectly fine onto the outside, pressing something onto the inside of my lid is not as easy. I feel like that Celebration Heart and New Year's Wishes look very similar on the lid. Let's use another shimmer. Let's go in with this shade called Champagne, which is kind of an orange. It's this one here. I'm just going to put that one a little bit further in to try and give this some sort of like transition of shimmers. Oh, this one is pretty. It's got like a really nice peachy kind of pinky reflect to it. Okay, I quite like those shimmers. I'm now going to take a P. Louise E74 and we're going to go in with that Joyful shade, which is that lemon yellow I wanted to use. And I'm going to blend this here. Okay, after a couple of layers that's built really nicely. I'm actually going to take this round the first kind of third of the lid so we kind of get that like peachy transitional shade. I like that shade. I actually really like this look, which I'm happy about because I did not love the idea of this palette. Right, we're done with this one. I think I'm going to do one look with each palette on one eye because I've also got 4 more looks to film today, so I don't really want to do full face and take it off again. So we're going to do the other eye. We're going to go in with a Silvery Bells. I think I want to do a halo eye with this one. I really like this. It's a very like deep festive palette, which I like. Just going to freshen up that eye primer with a tiny little bit more. Okay. Right, I think we're going to do a halo eye. So I'm going to start off with a big fluffy Morphe brush that has got some green stick. But just, you know, ignore that. And we're going to take Wishful Dream, which is a very, very like light peachy colour, and I'm just going to pop this into the crease. Just so we've got a bit of something to work into. Right, okay, we're going to take a small brush again. This again is the ME10 from Made by Mitchell. And I'm going to start off, I think, with Pure Red, just because I want to try it, because I love a red eyeshadow. So we're going to start off with this one, and we're going to start building this in the outer corner. Oh, okay. Hello. This is like a pure red. It's not too brown, it's not too orange, it's not too blue. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm obsessed with that shade. We're going to start putting this in the kind of outer half of the crease. I don't want to take too much red into the front of the eye. I'm going to stick with kind of the more like burgundy shades. But I just wanted to try this red, I'm going to be honest. Right, we're now going to go into Chocolate Cake, I think, which is this one here. We're going to start building this up. I might even use a bit of the black today. And literally, once I film this, I've got cosmic brushes, palette bingo to film with Millie, which will be up tomorrow. And these looks could potentially be very similar. The palettes are definitely very different, but I think just the route I've gone down could potentially. Depends how the palette bingo gods are feeling. I'm really hoping I don't get like reds and purples and have to mix them together, and you know. So I personally, for my halo eyes, like to take the shade all the way round, and then we're going to go back in with that fluffy brush, back in with Wishful Dreams, and I'm just going to blend the bit where I've followed it round so it's a little bit lighter, I just think it gives that like dimension of the halo eye a little bit better. Right, okay, we're going to stick with our ME10 and we're going to go in with New Year's End, which is the black in the palette. And I'm literally using tiny bits. We're not going too mad. We're going to start off small and build it up. That is like my top tip with black. And we're going to go back between the red and the burgundy and the black to make sure it's not just kind of like a stark black contrast, if that makes sense. So we want to make sure we're really like blending those shades together. This black is so pigmented, like seriously. That little bit of just putting my inner corner then was literally one tap in the pan. Okay, we've gone very smoky. This is very, I feel like this is like the perfect, could it be Halloween, could it be Christmas palette, which I love. Right, we are going to do the lid. This is P. Louise C1, which is like an angled brush. This palette has got some really interesting textures in it. This shade Vision is like a black, but it's also got like very heavy purple glitter. And I can't make out whether it's like a matte with glitter in it or whether it's a shimmer or I don't know, but it's beautiful. But I think that might be a little bit too much for today. So I think I kind of want to do a bit of pink frosting because that's really, really beautiful. I feel like we need something darker on the outside, so we might do Golden Cup, which is like a rose gold. Or we could do Holiday Wishes, which again is that same kind of formula as Wishful Dream. It's not Wishful Dreams. Vision? Is it Vision? I can't even see it now. Vision, yeah. It's that kind of like really weird. Right, yeah. Let's do Holiday Wishes, which is this kind of dark red shimmer. And we're going to use this on the outer bit of the halo eye. So this is going to mostly go like over the mattes we've already put down. Okay, that is so, oh my gosh. Ooh, okay, this formula is really interesting. I like it though, I like it a lot. Right, okay, and then we're going to go in with Pink Fantasy and we're going to put this in the middle. Right, okay, that definitely feels like more of a topper shade to me. Using it on a brush. Let's give the finger a go. Oh yeah, that is definitely a shade you want to use with your finger. I love that like very vibrant pop in the middle of the lid. Oh, right. Okay, we best do some face makeup. I'm going to use the Vive Skin Nova Complexion Balm because I'm still testing this out and I'm doing a huge ranking of all the foundations that I tried in 2024. So I want to make sure I've given this one a good test. Although it does feel like the perfect excuse to use my Project Pan stuff 4 times. But, you know, we're not going to do that. So we're just going to pop some of this on. So far my opinions on this are, it's nice. But the one thing I cannot seem to focus on, it smells like a balm my nana used to put on my eczema called Kaima. And whenever like my hands flared up, she always used to give me this Kaima stuff, which was like a waxy, oily thing that climbers use. And this smells exactly like Kaima. Right, we are going to use our Project Pan concealer. This is the Stay Naked concealer from Urban Decay. Just going to pop a bit of this under the eyes. These looks are so polar opposite. It's making me laugh. It does feel a little mad that these two palettes could be in a collection together. Okay, we're going to do a tiny bit of the e.l.f. Under Eye HD setting powder, which I swear every time I use it I spill more of it than I actually use, but it's in the project, so I just want to get it done. So as long as I'm using it, I'm not going to complain if a little bit gets spilled everywhere. Because this pot is deceivingly full. Like, it's such a tiny pot, I thought I'd be through it so quickly, and now I'm like, that's not happening anytime soon. Right, let's do a bit of cream bronzer. This is the Too Faced Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in Chocolate Mousse. One of my favourites of the year. So, expect to see that popping up. I'm just going to blend that with a good old Real Techniques, what are they called? I think it used to be called a contour brush, I'm not sure it is anymore, but it's that same kind of shape. And because we've got two very different looks on today, I'm going to stick with a very neutral blush. This is made by Mario Mellow Mauve. This is also in my project pan. This blush is never going to end. I've resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to be using this blush forever. Luckily it's very pretty, but I've used this like, I think we're getting up to 50 times, and it barely even looks like I've touched it 5 times. There's no dent, there's just nothing. I think this is going to take me at least all of 25, if not half of 26 to have pan on, to be honest. And then a little bit of, I can't get it open, Urban Decay Thin. We are getting close on this one, I feel like. I feel like we're in potentially touching distance with this one. There's definitely, like, you can really see it on the cutaway camera. There's a big dent in there. So hopefully we'll get that one finished, sort of, or panned at least early 25. I'm going to do a bit of brows. This is my Kosas Airbrow Gel in medium chocolate brown. Right, let's do some under eyes. We're going to start off with Rosy Jingle. Gotta find a brush now because I've used all the brushes that I was using for this one. I kind of want to do some of the lilac underneath my eye, to be honest. Let's do it, let's give it a go, why not? This is Blue Cream, which is this like lavender colour. The names on these palettes are so hard to read when they're like the bottom shades, because all like the pattern is underneath them. I did almost put that on the wrong eye then. Not gonna lie. Okay, so I mean that shade is fine. It's not exactly popping. I'm building it up quite heavily. It's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. And then I'm just going to take a little brush. This is a Tilbury C3. And I think we're going to take the lilac shimmer. This is called Dreamy. I'm going to put this in the inner corner. That's a pretty shade. There's not a lot of lilac behind it though. It's quite like a subtle lilac. It is quite dusty though. So that's that one. It's okay, but I think this look is going to be my favourite. We are going to go in, let's do the red under the eyes. So we're going to go in with pure red again. I'm going to do this under the eyes. Just trying to work out what I want to do for the inner corner of this one. For the inner corner, let's do this one. I think for a bit of a tone change, let's do Longin, which is kind of like a grey blue almost, a purpley reflect. I feel like that will look really cool with the very warm tones we've got going on. Ooh, I like that. I like that shade a lot. It's kind of like a purpley gunmetal almost. Does it make me look mildly unwell in the inner corner? Yeah. I think we'll go in with a little bit of silver stream on top of that, which is this white here. This is like a pinky reflect, just to make it a bit brighter. Oh yeah. Those two together are a beautiful combination. Okay, right, let's do some mascara. Right, I'm just going to pop some mascara on. This is L'Oreal Telescopic Lift, which if you are a regular watcher here and you regularly make it to the end of my videos, you will know I like this one because it's easy to get off. So when I'm doing many videos with many makeup changes, I like to use this one because it's easy to get off. Unfortunately for me though, that means I cannot wear it on the everyday because I have very watery eyes. Let's take these clips out. Oh my gosh, I've lost it in my hair. It has been lost to my hair. Ugh. Right, okay, I'm going to pop on a tiny little bit of Huda Honey Bun. And that is the two looks. Which do we prefer? Do we prefer Silvery Bells? Or do we prefer Rosy Jingle? Let me know which one you prefer. Let me know if you've tried these. What do you think of them? I think definitely Silvery Bells is by far my favourite out of the two. I just think that Rosy Jingle just isn't quite the quality of Oden's eye that I'm used to. Let me know what you think. Which look do you prefer? Which look do you think's more me? Which palette did you expect me to love more? Because I feel like a lot of people will say they expected me to love Rosy Jingle. I do hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. Don't forget we're posting every single day up till Christmas Day. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments. Let me know about these palettes, what you think. I hope you did enjoy this video. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Cole's Christmas countdown. Bye!